Hello, I am Dr. Ashok Kumar, Department of Zoology, Ganga Singh College, Chhapra, running under Jayaprakash University, Chhapra, Saran, Bihar. In my last class, I was explaining the East Coast River System. The East Coast River System are those river systems which drains into east coast, that is Bay of Bengal. In Bay of Bengal, it drains these rivers empty in the Bay of Bengal, and such rivers are Godavari, which is 1465 1465 kilometer, Godavari. Then Krishna 1401 kilometer, Bhima 861 kilometer, Mahanadi 851 kilometer, and these are and Kaveri, which is the longest river which drains into the Bay of Bengal. Now the Godavari River. The Godavari River, it originates from the northern region of the Western Ghat. The northern region of the Western Ghat at Devlali Hills near Nasik. Nasik is in Maharashtra. So near Nasik, it originates from northern region of the Western Ghats. Northern region of the Western Ghats in Devlali Hills, it originates and drains into Bay of Bengal in Andhra Pradesh near Rajamundry. The total catchment area is 3,15,980 square kilometers. So its catchment area is very vast, from which supports the fishery of the East Coast River System, and it is located in 3 states. It begins or originates in the Western Ghats, that is in Maharashtra. So first state is Maharashtra, then it originates in Maharashtra in Western Ghats, then it enters in the Madhya Pradesh, and then lastly after Madhya Pradesh it enters the Andhra Pradesh, and then it empties itself in the Bay of Bengal. So it crosses 3 states or 3 states. Now tributary. There are 3 tributaries of river, as I had already mentioned in brief in my last class. The 3 tributaries are the 3 tributaries of Godavari are Manjira, Vainganga, and Indravati. Manjira, Vainganga, and Indravati rivers. These are the main tributaries. The river bed in the middle is very thin stretch of water, very thin stream, thin stream of water with coursing through broken up channels, and between rocks, and here rocks, some rocks, and here sand. So here sand, here rocks. So between rocks and interspersed with sand stretches. I saw isolated rocky pools and shallower sand channels. They are the common characteristic of river Godavari. This is the common isolated rocky pools and shallower sand channels. Shallower sand channels are common. Here, there are two barrages. Barrages means where water is drawn from the river, which is located on the bank of the river, and the water is taken from the river for different purposes, for irrigational purposes, for navigational purposes, for fishery purposes. So these are there are two barrages. Dumugu Dam. First is Dhavaleswaram and second is Dumugu Dam. Dhavaleswaram and Dumugu Dam. These are the two barrages meant for irrigational and navigational and fishery purposes. No dam has been constructed on the bank of river Godavari, but dams have been constructed on its tributaries. As we know, there are three tributaries of river Godavari, which are Manjira, Indravati, and Vainganga. Manjira, Vainganga, and Indravati. So dams have been constructed on the tributary, but not on the main river Godavari. So now on the main river Godavari, dam is absent, while dams exist on the banks of the tributaries Manjira, Vainganga, as well as Indravati rivers. With an area of these dams are very large area. These dams, which are located on the banks of the tributaries, they acquire very large area, and the area is 26 to 130 square kilometers. 26 to 130 square kilometers. Hence, all dams, purpose of the dams, all dams have been designed to impound seasonal monsoon runoff through smaller rivulets to tide over prolonged dry spells, जब पानी नहीं रहता है उस समय यह इस ढंग से यह डिजाइन किया हुआ है। ये डैम्स जो हैं है ना, सो इस ढंग का दे हैव बीन डिजाइंड इन सच ए वे दैट दे इम्पाउंड सीजनल मानसून रन ऑफ्स। बरसात में जो पानी होती है, दे आर बीइंग कलेक्टेड इन these डैम्स and from these water helps during summer times or through summertime to tide over the prolonged dry spells. So through rivulets these are collected. Now fish fauna of Godavari. Altogether there are 14 important landing centers in the main river, in the banks of river Godavari, and the fish fauna are as follows. 14 landing centers where fishes are caught from the river Godavari. 14 landing centers, they are caught from the rivers and are landed on the bank. So 14 landing centers have been made for the collection of. Among them, the fish fauna present in the fish fauna present in river Godavari are as follows. First is major carps, Labiopimbriatus. It is this Labiopimbriatus is very much dominant in the East Coast River. Labiopimbriatus, Sirhinus mrigala, Labiocalvasu, and Katla. So Labiopimbriatus is dominant, and besides the other variety of labio, that is Labiocalvasu, and Sirhinus mrigala as well as Katla. It is among the major carps. Now catfishes, Mr. Singhala. Among catfishes, Mr. Singhala, Mr. Eor, Cylondia, Bagarius, Pangasius, and Valago attu. Valago attu is found everywhere. Valago attu is found also in Godavari, also in Krishna, also in Bhima, also in Mahanadi also. So it is Valago attu is found everywhere. Among clupets, as I have already cleared that those fishes which come under the order Clupiformes, they are called clupets. And the character is abdomen keeled, not rounded, but keeled. And here serrations are here, abdomen keeled and serrated. That is, so Hilsa ilsa is very relished by the people of Andhra Pradesh here. Now clupets in Andhra Pradesh, clupets have been found to ascend up to Bhadrachalam in Godavari. In Godavari river, it has been found to ascend Bhadrachalam, up to Bhadrachalam. So, among prawns, two varieties, Macrobrachium malcolmsoni as well as Macrobrachium rosenbergi. Macrobrachium rosenbergi, this is about the fish fauna of river Godavari. Now Krishna River, it originates from the Brahmagiri hills on the western Ghats. It originates from the Brahmagiri hills on western Ghats and ranges from south of Pune, and it ranges from south of Pune to its delta on east coast. The total length of the Krishna River is 1,120 kilometers, 1,1120 kilometers, and catchment area is 2,33,229 square kilometers. Now this river, it originates from the Brahmagiri hills in the Western Ghats and ranges from Brahmagiri hills of the Western Ghats, and then it goes up to the delta of the east coast, and ranges from south of Pune to its delta, as I had already mentioned. The total length of the river is 1,120 kilometers, and catchment area is 2,33,229 square kilometers. There are two tributaries. One is Bhima. The main tributaries are Bhima and Tungabhadra. Tungabhadra, that is the twin rivers. Tungabhadra is the twin rivers formed by twin rivers, Tunga and Bhadra. So Bhima and Tungabhadra, these are the two, and alone Tungabhadra is formed by the twin rivers Tunga and Bhadra, which originates in Mysore in Karnataka. It originates in Mysore. Both tributaries meet with river Krishna at the border of Andhra Pradesh. Bhima and Tungabhadra, these are the two tributaries of Krishna river, which meets with Krishna at the which originates in Mysore in Karnataka and meets at the border of the Andhra Pradesh. Both tributaries meet with river Krishna at the border of Andhra Pradesh. These are the two tributaries, Bhima and Tungabhadra. Bhima is without water during summer season. So Bhima remains almost dry during summer season. But Tungabhadra, that is the twin rivers formed by Tung and Bhadra, these are the twin rivers, they are perennial in nature. It means throughout the year water remains in Tungabhadra. So Krishna has two tributaries. One remains without water during summer, and Tungabhadra is perennial, where water is found throughout the year. Now the fishery. As I had already mentioned that Labeo fimbriatus, that is most common, most dominant species of the east coast, Labeo fimbriatus, and besides Labeo fimbriatus, a special Labeo potale and Labeo porcellus. Labeo potale and Labeo porcellus are the major calves. Labeo fimbriatus, Labeo potale, and Labeo porcellus. So these are, and medium-sized Labeo varieties such as Labeo bata, Labeo boga, Labeo bogat, these are also found, and besides Punctius colus, Punctius Punctius colus, Punctius jardoni, Tor khudri, Tor musalla. These are and Tor musalla. These are Mahashis. Sematorhynchus nucta, Sematorhynchus nucta, Thynectis sandcoal, Thynectis sandcoal, Vagarius, Mr. Ur, Mr. Singhala are some of the species occurring in the rocky and stony shelters. Valago A2 is found. Valago A2 I had explained that it is abundant everywhere, so it is found everywhere. In the deltaic reaches, Sirhinus myrigla, Libio rohita, Sirhina myrigla, Libio rohita, Silonia childreni, Pangasius, and some estuarine forms like Musil Persia, Pama are caught in large numbers. Hilsa is also found there. So Hilsa also contributes its fishery. It ascends some distance above Vijayawada. It ascends to some distance above Vijayawada. So Hilsa forms major fishery during monsoon floods. Hilsa contributes major fishery during monsoon floods. Now, this is all about the Krishna river fishery as well as Godavari river fishery. Now I will explain now the Mahanadi, fishery of Mahanadi in next class. Thank you.